Hello, hello. Thank you so much for having me. I am Alexander Tsado, visiting you from California, and this talk is about AI campus solutions, how we are empowering Nigerian innovation driven by the youth, supported by their wise elders, all of you in the room. You see, today I will paint a picture of what has been possible in other markets using artificial intelligence or AI and emerging technologies so that it opens your minds to dream. After dreaming, we will bring you back to earth to show you how you can make it a reality with the people who are here in the room with you, the youth, your entrepreneurs, your change makers. That's what we're going to be doing today. And then you can see and discover ways that you can empower them and take them to even the next level. See, once upon a time, I worked at NVIDIA in California, a name not many people are familiar with, but you should be because it is now the most valuable company in the world today. That is because it built this GPU chip you can see on your far left. These GPUs are now worth more than gold as companies and countries are fighting to get access to these GPUs. Why? It's because when you put them in computers, like you see the one in the middle, the computers become thousands of times faster. And then you can build AI and other scientific applications. These are the many stories that I've written about many companies using AI tools around the world now, built on top of the NVIDIA platform while I was working there. Today, I will just select a few of them that you can relate to and start thinking of how to apply them to your businesses in Nigeria because we really cannot be left behind when all of this is happening in other parts of the world. To begin with, I'll speak about artificial intelligence for seeing things. We have now been able to train AI models that can, for example, with the picture on your left, it is able to identify the many planes that are in that airport. It was able to do that because we gave it thousands of pictures of airplanes, so it understands what an airplane looks like. Now, anytime it sees a video with airplanes, it can immediately identify them. This is now automated, so you don't need a human being to be watching these videos. It will just automatically be detected. And the second image, as you can see, that is even from looking at a drone that is flying or a satellite image, where you can now start to see an entire population where the concentration of heat maps of people are. And you can use that to make so many automated decisions. These were done by one of our partners called Oak Ridge National Laboratory in the USA, which at the time had built one of the fastest supercomputers in the world, which was being able to use to build all these applications. Some of those applications, I'll show you one. For example, this was even me visiting one of my friends just 2 weeks ago. He is using this very application in his very big grocery store. They have over 100 stores in America, and they have now installed all these GPU servers there. You have multiple cameras across the store. I will even show you a video of it, of the little visit. Here he's describing how there are cameras across the entire grocery store, and it's capturing people moving from one place to the other. In the past, you would need to have a human being sitting there monitoring all these cameras for hours upon hours, which is a very difficult job, and they miss a lot of things. But now on his phone, he will show you that with all these GPU servers that we have installed, they're able to analyze the videos on real time And if we see it, if you're able to see it clearly when it zooms in, you can see the square around people. It's identifying people automatically and being able to detect when they are moving around. That way, they're able to automatically detect people who walk out of the store without paying. And then they're able to approach them in the car park and stop them. It's incredible what's possible with these tools. It's now open to your imagination. What will you do with an AI that can see? Another example is in the medical imaging space. I'm very much aware that there are now some incredible new kinds of hospitals in Abuja and some other parts of Nigeria. They have an opportunity to install AI tools that can improve medical imaging. In this image, you can see from Massachusetts General Hospital, where they are analyzing either as the X-rays to see what's happening with the lungs or the brain to try to identify brain tumors. These things are absolutely revolutionary. They are reducing errors in ways that you cannot even imagine. And the brain tumor example, they reduce error rates by 85%. When you have human beings looking at these MRI images, they tend to make mistakes because there are things that they miss. In fact, in one of those examples, you would have to conduct an operation to open the head to see what's happening in there to detect the tumors. But with these AI tools, you no longer have to go through such a strenuous exercise. It will just be detected by the AI. And this is possible in Nigeria. If only we can work together to unlock this incredible future. The other example I'll give you here is in breast cancer for women. The error rates are really high when you have human beings trying to diagnose breast cancer and then trying to conduct the operation to treat the woman and the patient. The numbers are showing something as high as like 30% error rate. So if you have 10 women who go in for the operation, 3 of them will have to go back and repeat that operation. You can imagine all the money and the health issues that come with that. But when you use AI to provide guidance while the doctor is treating, it dramatically reduces that error rate. So this is incredible. And this is what the rest of the world is doing. We must catch up in Nigeria. This is very possible, and let's make it happen. The next kinds of AI is AI that speaks, AI that can speak like human being. They can understand any language, including the African languages, if we give them the data. You just have to give like a dictionary of Yoruba to the AI, and after it has read all those words, it will now be able to translate from English to Yoruba. So you can imagine from your businesses, anything you want to do, like customer service, you don't no longer have to, you can just simply provide the information in whatever language that you have to start with, English or Igbo, and it will translate it to Hausa and other languages automatically. In this example, our partners KLM, the airline, were able to work with another company called Digital Genius to create their chatbot that now engages with their customers. OpenAI was also my personal client when they were just starting off. By 2020, we were able to deploy so many GPUs for them, $1 billion worth of GPUs for them that they now use to build ChatGPT, which most of you in the room are familiar with. That started from my office. It was really, really incredible. This is what is possible for you when you think of AI for speaking. The next page shows you about that you can be able to translate to any African language from Yoruba to Igbo, or you want to expand out of Nigeria and go to South Africa, so Xhosa or Kiswahili in East Africa. The translation, your tool can now go seamlessly across borders as we are solving the language problem using artificial intelligence. The next kind of examples are for generating assets. This is when Gen AI, everybody's talking about Gen AI, generative AI. This is where that comes in. where you can now use AI to generate new assets that were in there before, from videos to music to business plans. This is truly transformational. This is the greatest source of productivity for businesses that choose to adopt this. If your business is not adopting Gen AI tools, that you don't have, in fact, I should say, in America, only about 10% of businesses have their people adopting Gen AI tools. So they are behind. This is an opportunity for we in Nigeria to catch up and even go past them if we can take the efforts to work on things like workshops and seminars to introduce our people to Gen AI tools and start using it to get ahead. You can imagine with business plans, how many times do you come up with a business idea, but because you don't have all the information, you spend many, many months waiting, trying to figure out how to do it. Now you can just open up your AI tool, and within 5 minutes, you have had a conversation with it and created a business plan that you will now go and do some more research to make it bigger. It's truly, truly transformational. Honestly, this is providing such a big advantage for all the businesses that are choosing to use artificial intelligence. I hope you can see it. You can see this level of change. You know, that's why these companies are becoming so much richer than everybody else. They are moving 100 times faster than their competition, and they are reducing costs. This is when we started to dream of figuring out ways for our ambitious companies in Nigeria to use the similar technology and try to become market leaders as well. It is possible. The issue is that right now, the old approach that we used to use in Nigeria to drive innovation is not necessarily working for us. The very predominant way that we have found is that when our businesses want to innovate like this, it's driven by foreign consultants. We try to hire companies that are based somewhere in Europe or in America to do the job, and there is not enough of technology transfer to our local experts so that we can continue after they've started. We can find a way to fix that. See, the challenges with that is the costs are very, very high. These foreign experts, it's very high. So it limits the number of our companies that try to do this. They just turn their head and look the other way because it's a big amount of money. Second one is there's a contextual mismatch. There's a lack of local insights. And because of this local insight that is missing, the solution quality is not as high as it can be. The last is this missed opportunity of job creation. If we're able to leverage our local talent in doing this, we'll be creating so many jobs, creating so many local economic movements, and we should try to stop missing that opportunity. This is why our organization, Ahura AI, decided to partner with MHK to create an initiative where we empower local talent. We're providing them support in the form of mentorship and resources for the ambitious students that we have come to find. We're providing them tools, cutting-edge AI technologies, including those that we have built, so that they can use those tools to get ahead. We've even written books and syllabuses for them, some of which you will see in the room today, that are really, they will tell you how those have been transformational in helping them get through their entire journey. And some financial and networking support that is needed to move these things to different levels. I couldn't be more proud of the ideas they have come up with. And I urge you, each one of you, to select at least 2 projects each to support. You can support them either, as a customer or an investor, a connector, or even a mentor. When you do all these things, You will help them grow, but even help yourself grow so much further. This is how you differentiate yourself as a leader, just like the Googles or the Teslas or the OpenAIs. You create a pipeline of innovators who can collaborate with you, work with your resources to build your dreams and grow you into giants of Africa in your space. So to finalize, we see the future of Nigerian businesses growing this way, where today you embrace AI and local talent, those with you in the room today. In the very near future, just in the next couple of months, you're able to see rapid innovation and market expansion because of some of the technologies that they start to develop for you. And then the long-term vision towards Nigerian companies becoming global tech leaders. There's no reason why not, since you're able to transcend the borders with all the language translation that we've talked about and many, many more. I trust you will enjoy the rest of the session today as you will hear these brilliant students talk about the ideas, and you will have conversations in person to unlock such a beautiful future that we envision. We will be available to take any questions that you have. Continue to enjoy the day. Thank you very much.